After Joe Biden gave Benjamin Netanyahu a cold shoulder, it looks like more and more world leaders are giving Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel as a whole a cold shoulder. So you've had the Israeli response being spoken about a lot these days, including by the three people who are in charge of the response in Israel, who are Benjamin Netanyahu, Benny Gantz, and Gadi Eisenkot, all of which are members of the war cabinet. Two of them already said there's going to be a response. One of them said we're going to have to form a coalition. This notion was resonated by the Israeli president, Yitzhak Herzog. But he said it's a declaration of war. What Iran's done means a declaration of war. He said that on Sunday. But he also added something that resonated with Benny Gantz. He said, we always listen to our allies and partners and respect their point of view. We are examining all the options available to us. And as I already said, we will do everything necessary to protect our citizens. He then proceeded saying, I will not go into detail about the process that is being taken now. We are not seeking war, and I think I will limit myself to these words. Then he continued banging on about the Iranian government, calling it a regime, as if his child-murdering country isn't a regime or an illegit government or a genocidal satanic death cult. But what have you. Anyway, he's saying we're looking for a response from our partners. We're looking to speak with our allies. But your biggest ally, they told you firstly, Biden said, it's a win, take it, right? Take the win. He told Benjamin Netanyahu. As in the interception was a win for you, take it. They didn't harm you that much. And you're saying that it's so successful, right? A massive campaign to undermine the successful Iranian attack against Israel. Not from them, but from many other people. But we'll limit it to, obviously, the US and Israel at the moment. Then he told Benjamin Netanyahu that the US will not participate in a retaliatory attack against Iran. You also had Lloyd Austin, the Secretary of Defense of the United States, asking Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel, it was actually Yoav Gallant at the time, his counterpart, to notify the US if they are going to attack, clearly again signaling that we're not going to attack with you. Now you have another response from none other than Canada. Canada, that was once one of the biggest allies of Israel, really. They probably still consider themselves an ally of Israel, but they're one of those countries who declared that they will stop arming Israel not long ago, blatantly. But now you have the Canadian Foreign Minister, Melanie Joly, speaking after Israel obviously defended itself against Iran, against this attack from Iran, saying to her Israeli counterpart that the conflict must not spread to the region. And again, she's not saying outright, we're not going to participate with you, but what are you saying exactly? If you mean the conflict must not spread to the region. Obviously, they're still gentle with Israel despite all of the crimes. You know, it's fascinating how gentle and kind they are to Israel. Despite Israel committing genocide, a crime against humanity, killing innocent people, innocent children and women, over 34,000 now with thousands missing, destroying everything, carpet bombing. Similar to Britain, really. I mean, Rishi Sunak and Cameron and the government, no one condemned Israel executing the foreign aid workers. 3 of them were British and also ex-British armed forces. There was no condemnation. So it's not like you don't even care about we already know that you don't care about the Palestinian people. But you don't really care about your own people as well. Otherwise, how could you interpret that, really? If it was Iran That was the side that killed 3 aid workers delivering aid for people who really need it, starving. If they killed 3 people from the UK that were ex-armed forces as well, 2 of them in the Royal Navy, would you have had the same response? Of course not. But it just shows you that these people are united in this cult. They're united in this violent, supremacist, satanic death cult. Careless about their own population, careless about anything. But with this response from the Canadian Foreign Minister, Melanie Joly, clearly signaling that hardly anyone is going to participate with Israel now. So if it's not the US, if it's not Canada, 2 countries that led coalitions when it came to wars in the Middle East previously, genocidal wars, mind you, if they're not going to go with Israel, who's going to go? Who's left? Who has so many bases and qualities and is willing to go and risk their own citizens' lives for a genocidal death cult? And this was the main thing that I wanted to talk to you about in this video. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.